One Bosch, two Bosch. You know what they need? They need three Bosch. All right, Peter. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's Peter Piper and Mikey Pipes. Thank you so much for tuning in. I got a call Friday afternoon from this homeowner. We've been servicing their beautiful, look at this, beautiful Taj Mahal here in Woodmere, New York. We did that Bosch several years ago. We did this one this past summer. This one services the master bedroom, and she does not turn off.
That sounds horrible.
You got that right. We may be doing the Bosch trifecta here. All right, so one of the things I'm not gonna do is touch anything. I'm not gonna pull out my disconnect. Yes, I was complaining about the one that had stucco around it. Imagine replacing one of these. We'll have no choice but to try to find the exact same match. It'll be quite expensive for them, but imagine needing to replace this whip. Oh, God. So I'm not touching the disconnect. We're going to carefully, we're going to remove that access cover that's covering up the contactor and our dual capacitor, our capacitors for the condenser fan motor and the compressor. So carefully remove that screw there, and you're going to have to get the little small one and take that 5/16 screw out over there as well. And I want to see, and yes, this is a heat pump model. See that? I want to see why our system is running. Now, I already know what most of you are thinking. Mike, the contactor's stuck in the open position, or sorry, closed position. The circuit is closed, which means both sides are energized. Okay. Wow, we have like a little disaster in here. we got a lot going on in here. I don't know what's up with this piece of paper. It wasn't us, I can tell you that. All right, Peter. Now, they did not use UV protected line sets here. Let's see if I can get in there. And if you guys are curious, scan in that QR code and donate to the Mikey Pipes Philanthropy charitable nonprofit organization, where we help those in our community who can't afford to hire a professional for a plumbing, heating, and cooling service. All right, so what I'm going to do now, I just want to, okay. All right, there's our 24 volts. All right, that's our 24 volts. Peter, let's carefully, we'll put back our Wagos, one right there, and let's get the other Wago right there. All right. You want to get the 410A gauges? Let's see what kind of pressure we're working with here. I think we have I think we also have a refrigeration issue here, where there's no pressure. I am going to carefully remove that cover on that contactor. All right, so I remove that screw. Okay. Here's our contactor. What do you want to bet? Look at that, a little tap. A little tap. We had a stuck contactor. All right. I'm curious to see what kind of pressure we have in the system. Make sure all of our ports are closed on our Testo 557 4-port digital refrigeration manifold. And let's see what we got going on here. I'm willing to wager there's probably nothing in the system because there's no ice on it. Let's see. Oh, no, we got some pressure there. Wow. Surprisingly, a good amount of pressure. All right, let's put the low side on. Our outdoor temperature is 66 degrees. It is 10 o'clock in the morning on Monday, September 18th. We have, interesting. Look at that. See, 33 on the low side, 201 on the high side. Let's push this bad boy back in and, well, surprising something's even happening here. Yeah. I'm going to recommend system replacement. The noise itself. Bosch. 1 Bosch, 2 Bosch, 3 Bosch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is a perfect example of a stuck contactor on the outdoor condensing unit. I don't really see that too often, maybe once or twice a year, but it does happen. A lot of times it's cobwebs, things like that. Just the continuous arcing between the contact points on the spring-loaded, contact points that pushes against those 2 plates on both sides. If it's a single pole, or 4 connections if it's a 2-pole contactor. But as they get pitted on and off over the years, it's normally smooth and flat, but they get worn down and then they don't want to open when they're told to. And here's a perfect example. What happens if the contactor is stuck in the closed position is that the compressor and the condenser fan motor will continue to run. If the refrigeration cycle is proper, what you're going to have is, when the indoor blower turns off, right, you're going to have that lack of airflow, like a dirty filter, and your system will freeze up. And here's a perfect example. The number one reason for a compressor failure is dirty filters. Number one reason. I've been doing HVAC and plumbing for quite a number of years now. We see that. You have to be a good technician is observant of his surroundings. You're pulling up to a service call, you see the garbage cans on the side, and you see 4 or 5 filthy filters outside by the garbage cans. Be prepared. You may have a frozen system if they're lucky, and if they're unfortunate, you could have a failed compressor, which basically burnt out because it froze itself to death. It happens. So one of the things as an HVAC technician is that you should be checking your contactors the same way. Not only checking the resistance across the 24-volt coil, which should be somewhere in the teens, like 14, 15, 16, 18, and the 20, in that range, but also visually inspecting the contact points. If they're burnt up and they're charred up, it's time to replace the contactor to prevent a major repair and or replacement, like a compressor replacement. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let me get your thoughts and feedback down in the comment section down below. I really appreciate hearing from the community. And if you would like any stickers like this one, email me, mike@mikeypipes.com. And don't forget, if you can afford $1 or a couple dollars or $20, whatever you can afford, scan that QR code. It'll bring you to our PayPal page, our nonprofit charitable organization. We are an IRS 501c3 recognized public charity where we provide free or low-cost plumbing, heating, cooling services to those in the community who can't afford to hire a professional. Thanks so much for tuning in. My name is Mike Dyke. I am the licensed master plumber and president of Pipe Doctor Home Services. We're based in Valley Stream, New York, Charleston, South Carolina, and real soon, Palm Beach County, Florida. My number is 516-348-6300. Thanks for tuning in. Peter, I think this is worthy of a video.
I would say so.
I did not expect this. I really did not. So here we are. He's supposed to be done tomorrow. We're going to put an ice machine here and a sink. But check out the employee bathroom. Wow. Okay, I guess they're a little whatever. Exhaust fans, so when you're taking a dump on the wall-hung carrier, with the bidet, there's no outlet. Uh-oh.
Okay.
An outlet next to the bidet. All right. have lights? Me. And I don't know, Rocco. The imaginary staircase to go up to the second floor office. You know, still gotta do the floor. I don't know, Peter. What do you think? He said tomorrow.